Looks so majestic right now.
I know. Too hazy and too lazy.
Bring it.
I want it. Get it.
You playing fetch with yourself?
Hey, dribbling. Dribbling the ball. Come on. I want it. Give it. Give it. I can't have it. I want it.
Oh, another close call there.
If he didn't try and cheat every time, he would never get memed.
Yep.
You try and cheat. You're a cheater. You can start running before the ball. Hello. Good morning. It is time for another ideology with Paul's ego. I'll tell you right now that this ideology is of the finest quality. Yep. Light 'em if you got 'em. Having my California breakfast. Actually, I need to add one more side to a California breakfast. Coffee, cigarettes, weed, and mental health medication. That's a Cali breakfast right there. Smoking and drinking coffee, you're having a European breakfast. Yeah, man, shout out to Dick's Enormous. Wait a minute. It's like, holy shit, bro. Lung disease speed run. No, actually, I'm doing a how quickly can somebody gather up a bunch of empty-headed, pocket-watching chuds and then ban them for being retarded. I'm going for that. So thanks for the boost. Hey, bro, please give me a shout out. Hey, shout outs to this dude that's about to get kicked the fuck out of here like a bitch. There you go. My voice is radio worthy. I know. I'm aware. Yup. DJ could be a metal vocalist. Yeah, I think he'd have to do some vocal training and shit. Because I feel like if he unleashed his screech, it would tear up his vocal cords and he wouldn't be able to perform half the time. He'd need to like adopt that. Are you mad, old man? Nah, just disappointed. You ready for Ben Shapiro? Yep, the fart was the first joke ever told, and it's also the last joke that you tell. When you die, you know, you piss, shit, and fart. Because there's no muscles holding all that shit together anymore. So it's the first joke that anybody tells, right? A baby farting always elicits a huge laugh. And, you know, I don't know if it gets as many laughs, but an old dead body farting is pretty funny. And it is a dum-dum parade in here today. So much sub-gumpage going on. I'll donate $17 if you take a single bite of a glue stick. Pass. It's incredibly sub-gump in here tonight, guys. I'm getting a very, very low opinion of the overall intelligence of 111 people right now. Let's step it up. I'm a messy, chaotic person. There's nothing about me that is neat and tidy. D? Mm-mm. Rewatching The Gauntlet, remember that argument he made that nobody reads anymore, and I'm wondering, do you think that high illiteracy rate means that those who do read a shit ton? I don't know. I honestly do not know. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not... Look, dude, I smell good. I wash myself. That doesn't, like, that messy and chaotic doesn't mean that I, like, reek and have dirty clothes. Like, I put myself together the best I can, right? I wear clean stuff, wash myself routinely, right? It's just like my organizational skills or something, leave something to be desired. Let's put it that way. Right? Influencer I like and respect? Or influencer? Nah, probably not. I'm not a big fan of other people's YouTubery. Dope as Yola hoodie? Yes. Yeah, I'm good friends with Yola's stepdad. And I watch Yola in the morning to wake me up. Give me a little positive spin on the day. But yeah, I'm super good friends with Yola's stepdad. Paul, what is debt and why has plagued people? What is debt? I don't know, man. I can't answer that question yet today. I used to be super into Yola and smoking until I found out I'm a raging dick without weed for a week. Had to stop. Yep. You think consensual murder should be illegal? It's like somebody's like, hey, I want this dude to kill me. I think there ought to be a process by which you can go through with that. I don't think you ought to be able to just like, there should be like a legal process by which you get it, get your little like murder certificate or whatever, and go for it. Too fucking stupid. My God, the tidal wave of dum-dums. Bro smokes weed, so he thinks he knows something. You got me there, bro. You got me there. I don't know shit. Really dumb today. Yeah, like extra morons in the chat today. It's so weird because like yesterday, I swear to God, we had the chillest fucking chat, bro. People coming in, like by and large, seemed like they had read a book since One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. They weren't dribbling retards. They had something to say and something to do, right? Like we had a whole ass conversation. And then like less than 24 hours later, you come in and it's just like fucking dumbass central. Unfortunately, they walk among us daily. I know. You're right. There we go. That put me right in the fucking zone. What are you smoking? I bet you could guess. I bet you could guess. You like Neuromancer? The ending, I think the last 2 or 3 chapters of Neuromancer are kind of tough. But the first, like, half and then some of Neuromancer is some of my favorite writing ever. Zero tolerance for, what you smoking today? What you smoking? What brand of cigarette is that? Can you tell me what brand of cigarette that is? Excuse me, sir. What brand of cigarette you smoking? Let's see, what are my favorite dumbass comments? Hey guys, I just got here. Can somebody tell me what we're talking about? Dumb shit. Gotta get banned. This guy looks like X, right? X being any kind of like fucking young adult novel / child cartoon character. What else do we got? Hagrid, Harry Potter, Santa Claus, Micah Bell, a guy from a video game, look like Wolverine, look like cartoon character, look like SpongeBob SquarePants. It's like, dumb. How do these people get out of the front door of their house without tripping over the welcome mat and busting their heads open, bro? The fact that they walk among us is insane. The state you in? Cali. Killer Cali. Hey, with Paul, I go with. What do I get done? It's like, the fuck? Some people just get rude and obnoxious when trapped. Yeah, yeah. It's not just rudeness and obnoxiousness. It is a desire to be seen, even for a moment, as clever and worthwhile. They're hoping that one other person in the chat gives them a lull. Because in public, they're not funny, they're not smart, they're not witty, and they have no cojones. They would never walk up to another human being and say some out-of-pocket shit. And so they hide, right? Behind their 15th alt. Because I'm all those things. Do you wanna talk to me about how I'm all those things? How about you and I jump in Discord, EHWE? You want to pop on Discord and keep talking shit? I know it's tough to keep up in the chat. You want to explain to me how I'm all those things in the chat and just fucking, hey, dude, you got an audience of 131 people. You ready to roll? You got all day to camp my chat and say stupid shit. You want to get on Discord real quick, homeboy? Damn, man. Why is it taking you so long to type your response? It's taking you a hell of a long time to type up that response, player. Quiet like a little church mouse now, huh? Right back to whispering. Isn't that crazy how that happens? Right back to whispering under their breath. Nope. I mean, it's becoming a daily thing. I like to pick one mouthy, cocky, confident motherfucker out of the chat who's got nothing but time to camp said chat and see if they want to hop in Discord and get handled up in front of a fucking live audience. Only a couple people have taken me up on it. Hater blockers? I've seen hater blockers, yeah. Oh, I guarantee you the fucking pits got sweaty. Of course he scurried. What does a cockroach do when it's fucking got somebody chasing it with a broom? Not everybody gets the offer, you know, but I do like to hand these motherfuckers the offer to come and show me all about it. Audience, probably the biggest audience you'll ever be in front of. 150 fucking live viewers. You got something out of pocket to say, why don't you just say it to my face? Are you so confident in challenging loudmouth trolls on here to debate with you? Because I've been doing it since well before these motherfuckers were even conceived of by their parents. Before their mother was the town dump, I was already fucking people up. So, okay, where you live, 123 Taint Street, Balls, Iowa. You writing it down? 123 Taint Street, Balls, Iowa. Oh, there you are. There's the little church mouse. You still got time to be camping in my chat, but not responding to my offer to call you on Discord real quick and let you show me how smart you really are and how Chadley you are. What's up, dog? What are you guys even talking about? I'm trying to find one of these mouthy, confident, out-of-pocket chatters that has the balls to stand up. I'm crying like a little bitch. You're the little peep, peep, peep church mouse that won't step up. Where you at? Peep, peep, peep. At Paul's Ego on Discord. Let me know when you've got me added and I'll pop you a call. Let's keep that energy moving forward. At Paul's Ego on Discord. Let me know when you've got me added and I will give you a call. Keep going, Pauline. I'm sorry, did you add me on Discord yet? You got a big mouth in the chat. What's up with that Discord? I don't even know what we're talking about either. Dude came up in here, apropos of nothing, made some out-of-pocket fucking comments to me, and now he's quivering like a little bitch. That's basically where we're at to catch everybody up. Why are you dodging? What would it take you? 5 fucking seconds? At Paul's Ego on Discord, bro. All this typing in the chat, you could have added me on Discord already, huh? Barely any bark. Tiny little fucking yappy chihuahua and 0 teeth. At Paul's Ego on Discord, homie. Takes 5 fucking seconds. Add me up. I love it when these motherfuckers go, this is. I agree. Your comment is what low T, high estrogen looks like. Your dodging ass behavior, where you got a big mouth behind the fucking mask, but won't get in Discord, that is what low T looks like, homeboy. I want to hear what low T sounds like. I bet I won't even have to reply to you, because I bet the sound of your voice alone will do all the work for me. Cry more, Pauline. This is Little Dick Dude, isn't it? This is Little Dick Dude. Are you Tiny Dick Dude? Isn't this your fucking like fantasy? This is Tiny Dick Dude. The way he keeps up with the Pauline shit. It's like, this is Little Dick Dude. Let me tell everybody in chat who Little Dick Dude is. There's a dude who has been stalking me for years. Hates my guts, right? And he does two things on Reddit. Talk shit about me and frequents every tiny penis subreddit talking about how he can't get laid. This is a Little Dick Dude. You added me yet, homie? You added me in Discord yet? You added me on Discord yet, boy? Little church mouse. Little church mouse. You gonna nut up, little church mouse? You got all day to camp the chat. You ain't got all day to jump on Discord, homie? Little church mouse, little church mouse. At Paul's Ego on Discord. Show me what you got. Let's see how this mouth sounds. Where you at, boy? How long does it take? You got all day to camp the chat, but you can't add me on Discord? I'm gonna put you on the clock, homie. I'm gonna go ahead and let my wrenches know. 30 seconds until this motherfucker has put his Discord handle in the chat and let you know that he's added me. And then this motherfucker goes away and we see him next all. I'll be right back. Yeah, I guess. Oh, really? Next week? We're getting it next week. Well, shitty. Shitty. Bring.
Oh wait, no. I guess that is. No, they're saying it's gonna start this weekend. Rain.
Well, that's what I thought. I looked at that this morning, but
I forgot that it didn't look like that earlier.
he's gone, as you might have guessed. How, man? I never would have saw that coming. You mean that big mouth only exists behind an anonymous alt? Crazy, bro. I never would have Dude, that plot twist, that's a Shyamalan twist. Turns out the guy behind an alt is a giant blubbering pussy who won't step up for himself. Fuck, bro. What a fucking twist. I never saw that one coming, man. Crazy. I'm cute.
You are cute.
Am I cute? Cool.
I'm sorry, I don't say that enough.
No, you say it. You'll tell me I'm cute. Seriously wondering about y'all's opinions on the new... I'm not reading that, bro. I'm not reading it. That sounds like a ligma to me, bro. Do you play WoW Classic? Fuck no. I have. It doesn't feel much like Classic WoW. I actually played WoW at release and in the beta. And it used to be a pretty fucking chill game, and now it's just, I don't know, man. I can't hang with WoW. Doing one of those Discord challenges has a chilling effect on retarded commentary because nobody wants to be under that microscope. Like, nobody's trying to be under that microscope. So, a lot of the dumbass comments dry up. So, one sacrificial lamb is all it takes. I was thinking about that the other day, Andrew. Some dude, I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw some dude reviewing some upcoming MMO that's going into early access, and I was looking at it and it's the same shit. Create a character, run around a fucking area, beat on bunnies until you level up. And I was just like, dude, I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't, I don't think I will ever play a game like that again.
I guess the game I play is technically an MMO, but it's not very, like, customizable.
Your game is an instanced MMO. So MMO is massively multiplayer, which means that you've got like 2,000 people in the same map running around.
But this isn't maps, it's like
it's an instance. You join battles. You join a person and then you go into an instanced dungeon and you fight with that person within that game instance. So it would be an online RPG, but not a massively multiplayer online RPG. In order for it to be massively multiplayer, it has to be a bunch of people running around the same zone together, interacting with one another. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely in the same fucking wheelhouse. It's just like a stripped down version of that, where instead of running around and leveling up and doing all the minutia, you do all of that in a very slick procedural dungeon environment.
And you're only ever facing one person at a time, too, so.
Right. How can they make MMOs interesting again? Okay, I know exactly how they do this, right? They have to destroy the theme park MMO. So if you look at World of Warcraft, right? Think of World of Warcraft as a theme park, right? You load in, you choose your character, you load into your starting zone, and you learn what it's about, and you explore that starting zone, and you do all the quests and ride all the rides in that zone. Then you move to the next zone, and it's a lava zone. And you ride all the rides in that zone, and you see all the cool vistas in that zone. And then you move to the next zone, and it's a jungle zone, right? So it is a theme park, right? It is meant to be like, oh, you go here, you go there. The rides are the dungeons. The park is the fucking levels, right? The areas that you're in. So they need to ditch that, and they need to do a completely open world style MMO. There are MMOs that are like this, but you need more layers, right? It needs to be open world in every sense. So it needs to be a game with consequences. And this is where I think MMOs are dead, right? Let me tell you guys something. When MMOs first came out, they were a boutique experience for people who wanted to role play. And I'm not talking about like I'm talking about like, I want to create a character and I want to feel like I'm in a living, breathing world with consequence and danger. So when I leave town and I'm out of the range of the guards that'll protect me from people picking my pockets and trying to kill me, I might have to fight for my swag out there. Most people don't want to do that. A lot of people will fucking play a game like that, spend 20 minutes tinkering around with their character, run out of town, get killed once, and quit the game. Because, and I hate to say this, modern game design has pussified gamers. We're used to the experience catering to our expectations 24/7, 365, that when something emergent happens in a game, a lot of people react with immediate frustration. They quit the game. That was bullshit. And they go play something where they can, because it's basically like, if you look at World of Warcraft from a macro perspective, it's a Barbie game. It's a game about dressing your character up. Legit. You can't lose it. There's no penalty for death. You die, you appear with all your shit on you, whoopsie daisy. Right? You're literally putting nothing forward but your time. And if there's no emergent quality to it, an MMO is just going to suck. There's going to be a bunch of like slack-jawed people who will play it initially, but the first wave of people that try it out, more than half of them are going to bounce off of it. More than half of the people that stay are going to bounce off of it in 2 months, and it's going to be a dead fucking game. Take a look at like New World. One of the most expensive MMOs ever made, by the way. Amazon Game Studios' first release, New World, right? Was supposed to just be this huge theme park MMO. Now there's what, like 22 fucking sad people still playing that piece of shit? Everybody else that tried it bounced off of it in less than a week. See what I mean? No consequence, nothing emergent ever happens, and you really have no control over your character. It's a dress-up game. I want to make my character have sparkly shoulder pads. It's like, all right, bud. I want my guy to have sparkly boots. Cool. And then what? Sparkly gloves. Garbo. So you need an open world, you need interesting things for people to do, and not just PvP shit. You need to give people wide latitude in creating the type of character that they want to create, and living that, or playing that character, and having that character live however they want it to live. So a lot of my ideas for an MMO focus around like really simple setups for that, right? So the two MMOs that I would most like to see are a Cyberpunk kind of MMO, where you are dropped into a mega city. I want it to be like a skill-based MMO. So when I say skill-based, I mean the more you use a skill, the better you get at the skill, right? So your character could be any permutation of skill types that you want. You find a niche within this slick cyberpunk reality, right? And you could be a lowly kind of garbage collector slash hitman guy, or you could be the CEO of a big company at the top of one of the big mega buildings, right? It just depends on how good you are at the game, how much time you want to invest, and what your goals are, and what you're willing to do to achieve those goals, right? So I see a game where it's like there are no NPC police. Think about this. There are always, because like, look, the reason I know this is true is because I played Ultima Online, all right? There were PKs and anti-PKs in Ultima. PKs were people that used the PvP system to kill people to the point where they couldn't even go into town anymore because the game had flagged them as murderers. And then there were posses of people called antis that would go to areas where people were reporting, hey, I got PK'd over by the crossroads. They would take 5 dudes over and fight the fucking PKs, right? Chaos and order was another way they split that up. But in the cyberpunk reality, I see it being as some people join the police force, some people are petty criminals working on their own, some people join a criminal organization, right? And if you're trying to bust into a robbery and you get intercepted by the cops, it's player cops that show up to fuck you up. The cops advance their character by preventing crimes. You advance your character by doing them, right? And that's just one of the ways. You could be a fabricator. You could be a straight up business owner. You know what I mean? You could be an accountant or a fucking, you know what I mean? A stock market investor, or like I said, the CEO of a company, right? Trust the players to create an environment, right, that they will enjoy being in and playing in, right? Trust those players. You play a neat in an MMO, why not, dude? Yeah, you find somebody, you leech off of you couch flop in their pad, you leech money off of them, right? You never do anything in the game to make money. You just kind of sit around in somebody else's apartment and wait for them to come back. Yeah, why not? I don't know who would put up with a neat in a game like that, but, you know. There's no accounting for taste, I guess. Did you ever play as an anti-PK? Fuck no, bro. I ripped off an anti-PK guild once. I saw a big anti-PK guild in action at the crossroads, and I got my friend together. We left our guild, acted like noobs, joined their guild, got access to their castle and looted it. But I would never actually like try and stop. Dude, the PKs are the homies. Don't try and stop the PKs. That's like going out and hunting a leopard. I don't believe in that shit, bro. Just out there culling the herd, man. Let the leopards leopard. You were a huge dick, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like, people are huge dicks. So the closer to reality you get with stuff like that, where people can double cross, scam you, and there's really no in-game remedy to that, right? As long as you use in-game systems to pull off the scam, nobody's coming to help you, rescue you, rewind your character and give you back your stuff and do something punitive to that other person. They're just not coming, right? What's your opinion on trophy hunting, rich dentists that go to Africa and pay to shoot big game? I think that, like, you should be able to pay to hunt them. I think that once they're caught, instead of like killing them or fining them or whatever, I think that there should be like incarcerate them for long enough to have an auction, and then you get to go play the most dangerous game with them. You get to drop them wherever you want on the globe and give them a little head start, and you hunt them. And let's see how they like it.
What do you think about the argument that it's trophy hunting that funds larger conservation? Like sometimes in the country, the budget for conservation and anti-poacher measures is to sell.
So Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo, right, recently invested basically, and when I say recently, I mean within the last 20 years, invested a lot of their internal infrastructure in creating a governmental organization that patrols the areas where these poachers happen. None of that funded by the poaching industry at all. It's taxpayer-funded, government-run organizations, and they outright will kill poachers. They have a mandate that if they see somebody hunting an animal, they don't have to approach them, cite them, find them, they just kill them. And it has functionally ended that type of poaching in the Congo and Uganda, right? So it just takes a governmental organization.
But I mean, like, some of them do use trophy hunting.
Sure, I think that's fine. Like, if you're using the illegal, or like, okay, if you're using, so if there's a population of animals in your country that needs to be culled, and you're allowing hunters to license themselves to come and hunt one or two of these types of animals, and you're keeping the numbers down of that, like deer hunting.
Well, it's not culling. It's basically so you can kill this lion, but that money protects the rest of the lions.
That's retarded. Yeah. Because it just encourages the behavior. No, I'm a fan of Uganda's way of doing things. If you're caught out on a nature preserve with a fucking gun and you're scoping an animal, your melon gets blown off.
I think the argument for that too, it's like pretty much any poacher you're approaching is armed and dangerous because they're carrying a gun big enough to kill a lion or elephant or rhino or whatever.
Right. Should there be human-on-human sport? I know the Coliseum wasn't as violent as they make it, but there already is human-on-human sport. We've just codified it in different ways. Look at the amount of people getting maimed, mangled, and horrible CTE from contact football. There's already UFC, boxing, right? These people are just killing each other in the ring for your enjoyment. There's plenty of it. It never stopped.
It's just not, like, let's not give them lethal weapons to swing around during it.
Right. Which music instrument is easiest to learn? Probably the recorder. Boop, 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 boop. That's why they teach the kids recorder. Because it's got a very, like, low note expression range. Kazoo. Some people find the kazoo really hard. Here's the thing about the kazoo. You'd say kazoo's easy to play, but kazoo is reliant on your own tone. So you kind of have to be a good singer to be a good kazoo player.
What about the xylophone? Would you say that's kind of in the same wheelhouse as the
Xylophone's
recorder?
tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know if you've ever sat at a xylophone, but like it is a very finicky instrument. One tiny tap creates a huge warm tone. So if you're off just a little bit, you got to be super precise with a xylophone. But you have to be precise with pretty much every instrument to play it correctly. It's just that, like, from a rudimentary music making perspective, I've never picked up and played an instrument easier than just the old recorder. Big plastic chunk. It's got 6 flute holes and a thumb hole, right? All right, and it's just learning the finger stuff.
It's basically used to just teach you what music notes even are.
Yeah. what making music is, like how to manipulate an instrument, a very simple instrument, right? Piano is fucking one of the hardest instruments to learn. Yeah. Stringed instruments are traditionally the hardest instruments, I think, to play. So you're talking oboe, violin, bass, guitar, those sorts of instruments are on a continuum of really hard.
Oboe? Isn't that a wind
Oboe,
instrument?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of what does Yo-Yo Ma play?
Oh, the what's
Cello.
it? Cello, yeah.
I was thinking of cello.
Yeah, I tried a cello for all of a week, and then I quit.
I don't blame you. Cello is tough.
Luckily, my mom rented it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably advisable for pretty much any kid, is rent your instrument to see if they actually are interested for more than a month.
And maybe even like start small and work up to something like a cello, you know? Because like cello is, I mean, it requires an insane level of mastery to play well.
You know what turned me off too?
What?
This chick that didn't have any fingers was playing better than me.
She had nubs.
Yeah, like she was born without fingers and they implanted her toes on her hand so she had a little grip.
And she was playing the cello?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There was also a chick at my school that played volleyball better than me, and she had like half an arm.
Fuck. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Toe hands, dude? What the fuck? I've never heard of that.
They're also really tiny because they don't like grow like.
Right, yeah, they're
grow up.
toes.
Well, they're baby toes that like never grew up.
Baby toe hands. This is another Yola merch.
Yeah.
It's another pushed. Hey, when you know, you know. You
Do
know
you
what I
have
mean?
any amputees at your school?
Yeah. I knew a dude that had 6 toes on each foot.
It's not an amputee.
But I'm just saying, it's in that wheelhouse. Physically different. A new dude that had, yeah, there were amputees. There was a dude named Zach who had no legs. And he was like one of the most popular dudes at school. His mom was a teacher, and she was a really nice lady. And Zach was just a really chill dude. He had fake legs that he would use, or a wheelchair, depending on how he was feeling that day. And Zach is one of those dudes. Like he got a job immediately. When he was 15, he got his work permit, and he was working at the grocery store and shit. He was just a dude that just like wasn't at all put off by his disability. So yeah, Zach. Yeah. People hated Eric the midget in school. Oh yeah, 'cause he was a little dick.
I didn't have no people with dwarfism in my school.
No. Yeah, they're fairly rare folks. I did have a family. There was a family of dwarves in town, and I was in school with them. Baby toe fingers, man. Playing the cello too. She should start a fucking social media account called Baby Toe Fingers Cello. I'd follow that.
forgot to mention, she did have a thumb. The thumb was normal, but all the fingers were.
I see. Baby toe fingers, normal thumb. Human beings are crazy.
A whole nug.
Nug lost. Thanks. Nug down.
5-second rule on the nugs, or you think you just wouldn't care?
Forever rule on the nugs, unless it falls in straight dog shit. And even then, you know what I mean? 100% on the nugs. You pick up the nug. That's what they're for.
That just stem, or you just forgot that one?
That's mostly stem.
Yeah.
Needs to be picked all the way through. Paul, do some people's names remind you of some celebrity? Michael Jackson, Amelia Earhart? Not really. I mean, sometimes, I guess. Somebody's got like a real weird name that is shared with a celebrity. Like if I met a chick named Zendaya, I would probably, think of Zendaya when I thought of her. But like these, people that are named Bob, I don't think of Bob Hope every time I meet a Bob,
Well, Amelia Earhart is kind of one of those, like, it's been so long, it's not really, like, even a relevant thing anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's a historical figure, so there's kind of permanent relevance for that. But, yeah, it's not like what we would call, like, a current reference.
Yeah.
So.
It's not like people talk about her all the time.
Right. Did you get Amelia Earhart or Amelia Bedelia more?
Amelia Bedelia.
Way more, huh? Mm-hmm. Got it. Damn, you answered that quick. I can tell you got a lot of Amelia Bedelia now.
Well, because, it's kids, and, like, those are kids' books. They're
right.
not going to be learning about Amelia Earhart when they're 5.
Right. But it stuck through.
Yeah.
Damn. I knew someone with the last name Bond. That's cool.
Do you think Amelia Earhart was meant to be, like, or not Amelia Earhart, do you think Amelia Bedelia is meant to be autistic? She took
I
everything
got to be honest
literally?
with you, I didn't read Amelia Bedelia.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole concept, is like she was a maid, but she took everything literally.
Okay. I see. Yeah, I didn't know. I think Amelia Bedelia might not have been out, or I just didn't read it when I was a kid. I don't know when it actually came out, but yeah, I don't know anything about it. I've seen the character represented, and I knew she was like a nanny or whatever, or a maid or something. I assumed she was like a Mary Poppins kind of character.
Well, it was like she'd be told to like stake the plants, like like those wooden stakes.
Yeah.
But she would just put like meat stakes on the plants.
Oh, so she's autistic then. Got it.
I guess it was to teach kids like the meaning of those words that are more vague or something.
Right. Man, don't ever say I remind you of Jack Black ever again, bro. That traitorous fucking scum. His name is mud with me forever, bro. He threw Cage under the fucking bus so that he could keep doing unwatchable Disney Pixar movies, dude. Fuck that guy. Traitorous fucking scumbag, bro. Turned his back on his brother. So that he could be in these lame-ass, fucking unwatchable, garbage-ass kids movies, bro. Imagine it. The shame. The shame of it all. Even worse, it's DreamWorks. I know. I gave him too much credit by giving him Pixar. It's DreamWorks shit that he's doing. Fuck me.
Illumination is another one of those where it's like the more mid-tier fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Mid is the word. Mid is definitely the word.
Did School of Rock actually slap, or was it just an interesting concept?
It was okay. School of Rock was alright. I don't know if it slapped, but it was okay. It had its moments. and he was good in it. It's like a kids movie, but it's edgy enough to be good for parents too. I don't know. I liked School of Rock. Okay. I don't think I would call it like a great movie or even a good movie, but it was watchable and he was funny in it. It didn't make me hate him. Let's put it that way. It wasn't until he started working with like The Rock and Kevin Hart. I mean, the early signs were his constant Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards hosting. Mm-hmm. But then once he started doing these Kevin Hart, The Rock, started doing Jumanji, he started doing these lame-ass fucking movies, the writing was on the wall, man.
Yeah, and that Minecraft movie is literally like almost a carbon copy of that Jumanji movie.
It's the same thing. Bunch of wacky characters get teleported to a fucking fantasy place and they have to figure out how to get out. There you go. He was great in Tropic Thunder.
But he was making fun of himself.
Kind of, yeah. But that's what made it great. It was self-aware.
Yeah.
And he literally became Jeff Portnoy from Fatties. He's literally the guy, he's making Fatties 3 right now. AKA the Minecraft movie. And there's another one coming out too. Some other franchise where Jack Black's in it. I saw it when we were at the movie theater, but it wasn't Minecraft. It was something else.
Yeah, can't replace it.
He's in some fucking bullshit, bro.
Let's see, where's that filmography?
Jack Black was okay in Cable Guy. He was like a side character. He was the spurned best friend or whatever in Cable Guy.
Yeah, he's doing Dear Santa as Santa Claus. He's going to be the voice of Claptrap in a Borderlands movie.
That's the one. It was Borderlands. I saw a fucking teaser poster for the Borderlands movie, and it said Jack Black and had Claptrap on it. Fuck me. That is one of the worst.
Another Kung Fu Panda.
Of course. Why wouldn't you do Kung Fu Panda 8? Threw his fucking best friend under the bus and destroyed what may have been the greatest rock band of all time. So that you could be...
Poe.
Yeah, so that you could be Poe. So that you could do total unwatchable DreamWorks dog shit. Jack Black was in The Mandalorian.
The show?
If that's true, thanks for giving me yet another reason to never watch an episode of that show.
Yes. He was Captain Bombardier.
Fuck me.
Only in one
You
episode,
motherfuckers
though.
are wild, dude. You know how many of you were humping me to watch that show?
Even
Jack
TJ was.
Jack Black is in that show? And Lizzo?
Only
Get out.
one.
I don't care, though. I don't care. And it was terrible. Of course it was.
Yeah, we canceled our Disney Plus finally. We just wanted our Indiana Jones and to Get Out.
Yeah.
I guess the Star Wars too, like the original movies, not the show.
You'll talk about how that's... Dude, hell fucking no. Hell no. Miss me. Jack Black is cool. What? We've got a 12-year-old. What? Wah, 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 wah. 12-year-old detected. Ben incoming. Bill Burr is good in everything. Yeah. Oof. I hate the nerd war of Star Trek versus Star Wars. I hate it. It's the dumbest nerd conversation, and I'm a big fat nerd, so you know it's fucked up that I can't participate because it's too much, bro. It's too dorky. You have an interest in returning to stage to act? I would do it, yeah. I mean, it's just such a fucking time investment. I do a show for a living, and so it would be a huge time investment for me to do a stage show. I would love to do it.
Plus, you know, you can't really reschedule a show. Like if there's like a production, you're gonna be busy like 7 days a week.
Yeah.
For a month.
Yeah.
Rehearsing and shit.
Mm-hmm. I would have to schedule around rehearsals, and I would have to.
And it would almost certainly be like you do the show early in the day, and then you do rehearsals at night. So it'd be like a double shift or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did the last 3 shows that I was in. I was working full-time at Starbucks during the day, so I would start at 5 a.m. I would work till about noon. I would go home till about 3:30 and then go to the school. I'd be there from 3:30 till like 10, 11 p.m. Back to work at 5 a.m. I'm glad I did it when I did it. I did it in my late 20s. Still had that fucking late 20s pep. Oh, tea. I'm just gonna be an annoyance. You want to be in? Okay. That's what I thought. A greasy rod? Dude. Mods are timing me out for correcting someone. Yeah, and they're gonna fucking ban you for that too. Pretty stupid, huh? Steamboat Willie? No, that was, you ever seen the Disney Robin Hood? The Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest, blah, 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 blah. That's the, have I seen Pride? What are you talking about? Seen it. Is there a movie called Pride? The movie Pride. It's an indie movie from UK about union solidarity. I have not seen it. Banter. Kendrick's new album slaps, dude. Yeah, who the fuck wants to hear it though? I gotta be honest with you, man. I got a bad opinion of Kendrick Lamar. I wasn't a huge fan before, but I used to hold my tongue because I was like, all right, guys, you know, he can rap. But ever since that pussy ass beef between him and Drake, I can't take dude seriously anymore. Sorry. He burned all his goodwill, man. Yeah, I hate his little nasally fucking girly voice. 10 toes in when we standing on business. Meh. I can't take a Kendrick Lamar seriously. I'll refuse. I refuse to even try. My left stroke just went viral. Oh my God, the world just blew up, bro. No, thank you. How do you roll down the street to that? See, I had to tell you, dude, and this is what bothers me about Kendrick. Kendrick is a Cali guy, right? And he understands car culture and car sound culture here, right? You got to have beats in your car. And if I pull up, right? And that's what's coming out of my car. My left stroke just went viral. Right stroke put a baby in a spiral. I can't look at... I couldn't even look the fucking driver next to me in the eye, bro. I'd just be like... I can't be heard listening to that. You know what I mean? I have a reputation to uphold. So... his music is like a cringe bomb, bro. It's like got me fucking cringing super hard. And it's not even about the tone of his voice. I'm a Kodak Black fan. You know what I mean? I can handle a higher pitched kind of voice. There's just no authenticity to it. I take my car to Cali. Are there places you really shouldn't be parking on the street? Yeah, but you'll know them. Like, okay, here's the thing, bro. I think it would be dangerous for somebody that grew up in a small town to come to Cali with no experience being in any kind of an urban environment, right? But I think that's true of pretty much any big city, bro. Like if you're like a country boy and you're like fresh-faced 20-year-old pulling into Atlanta for the first time, and you just park your car somewhere sus, like you're probably gonna get your car boosted. You know what I mean? So yeah, but you use your fucking best judgment, right? Like, take a look around. Does it look like a place you want to leave your car unattended? If not, find a fucking parking garage, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's no special rule for Cali to not get your shit boosted. Just have common sense, right? Oh my God. I hear Pac's name invoked in vain so much, and it makes me want to slap mouth, bro. I'm not even kidding. There are so many little Zoomers running around taking Pac's name in vain, and it makes me want to fucking turn them upside down and tombstone them, bro. You don't ever take Pac's name in vain where I'm from, bro. You don't be comparing Pac to somebody who has no comparison of Pac. You just don't do it. That's like, that gets you the toss out. That gets you the curb off your feet. Yo. I see motherfuckers every day taking Pac's name in vain. And Biggie's name in vain, too. Less so than Pac, though. Pac was just like a more magnetic visual personality than Biggie was. That's why I think it is. But I hear a lot of people taking Big's name in vain, but way less than Pac. Pac just gets ragdolled by people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And if there are some rappers out there that you could compare to Pac in certain ways, Kendrick Lamar is not one of those rappers. And it makes me take you very unseriously when you're making those types of fucking wild-ass comparisons, bro. Like, if we're talking about hip-hop and you're comparing Kendrick Lamar to Tupac, that conversation is not going to go anywhere for me. Favorite artist? Are we talking about hip-hop artist or just artist in general? Fine artist? I'm a fan of a lot of artists, right? So what flavor of artist are you looking for? Dre produced Kendrick. I don't care if God himself produced Kendrick. If you're putting out shit that I can't bump going down the street as a Cali native, what are you doing? Rick Ross was like the new Biggie. You gotta be joking me, bro. You gotta 100% be joking. See, like these kids just like, they like the t-shirt. I hate that. They like the t-shirt. They wear the Nirvana t-shirt, but they don't know shit about Kurt. They don't know shit about the band. They don't know shit about the music. They like the Biggie Smalls with the crown on t-shirt. But they don't know shit about Biggie. He's just a historical figure for them to reference. His music means nothing to them. And Pac, psh, worst of the worst, bro. People ragdoll his fucking legacy constantly. Used and abused, misreferenced. Favorite UK rap artist or group? Bro, I'm from California, homie. Ask a better question. I like that you guys do that shit. I like that you're into it. But you're not going to catch me rolling on the streets of Cali with how could I be homophobic? My stick is gay. And the parker did it was talking, even the bitch is gay. I can't do that. Chim chimity chim 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 chiroo. I can't roll down the fucking street with that, bro. Sorry. It's never gonna happen. Any favorite underground rappers? Undergrounders? Billy the Fridge, dude. Bill Fridge. Big Bill Fridge. I know Norman Payne. It's like that old UK geezer rap shit or whatever. What does one roll down the road to then, homie? Something with a little bit of fucking beat to it, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you know, you know. The 3-6 Mafia, right? Mac Dre, that's a good choice. Kodak Black hits just right. You know what I mean? If you want more modern shit. You got to be a little more selective, but like Playboy Cardi, throw some of that on. It's wild that y'all could have had Schoolboy Q on DP. Dude, Schoolboy Q lived like, I shit you not, 15 minutes from the DP studio. He was doing all kinds of podcasts and shit. We were the #1 podcast on YouTube. I'm going to be dead ass honest, dude. When I said, let's reach out, let's get him on the show, I just got straight out vetoed because none of the dudes knew who he was. And I was just like, it doesn't even matter that you guys don't know who he is. He's a giant, popular fucking rapper. It would be a huge boost to the... No. She's like, what do we even talk about? It's like, all right. Dude lived 15 minutes away. I don't know, bro. One of those things, dude. Nobody ever listens to Paul till it's too late to listen to Paul. Then everybody goes like, you know what? Paul was right. It's like, fuck, man, that's so insanely frustrating. It really is, dude. But it's the story of my fucking life, bro. Do you like rock? Sure, yeah. I'm musically eclectic, okay? I was very lucky as a kid. I grew up with parents that listened to all kinds of music and had all kinds of music, right? So they were into, jazz, blues, the 50s kind of bebop stuff, 60s protest rock, 70s glam, 80s fucking prog. I got it all, bro. The only thing my parents didn't hand me in terms of music was my love for hip hop. I got that from the skating rink, bro. I got that from the skating rink. Everybody know, like, if you watch me for long enough, you've heard me say that the song that ignited my love for hip hop, which is my favorite genre, started in a skating rink because they played Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison. That girl is poison. I'd never heard anything like that in my life. Never trust a big butt and a smile. Poison. Bump, 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 bump. If I were you, I'd take precaution. That song changed my fucking life, bro. Not even traditionally a rap song. It does have a rap breakdown, but an R&B song, right? Begged my parents to give me that Belle Biv DeVoe album, and once I had that album, it was over for me, bro. Capital O, over. It's an evergreen song. But it was my parents weren't into the kind of burgeoning hip hop R&B shit. And so from there, I was into Belle Biv DeVoe. Went to the swap meet with my dad, which was a regular thing, Every Sunday you go to the swap meet and check out what's what. And there was a bootleg rap tape that had a lot of early 80s, mid 80s stuff on it. It's talking like Fat Boys, Dana Dane, my favorite rapper of all time, MC Ricky D, a.k.a. The Ruler Rick. Had some early Dougie Fresh on the beatbox. Had some early Run DMC, right? And had some 2 Live Crew. It was just I was fucking like, you know that Biggie line where he says, I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Shit legitimately happened to me, right? I wore that tape the fuck out because I could not get enough of it, right? That type of music just like lit me up in a way that, like, I always loved music. Like I said, my parents were very eclectic, listened to a wide range of music, old and new, right? But that hip hop shit just like fucking lit a fire in me, musically speaking, and it's my favorite genre to this day. The hate subs have ran out of shit to critique. Now they're just shitting on your beard. It's sad. Dude, it's like Mean Girls shit. It's like the last time I peeked over there at one of the hate subs, it was pocket watching and like critiquing my fucking personal style. It's like legit Mean Girls shit over there, bro. Imagine being that twisted up. Like, just move on, bud. But there's no accounting for people's fucking willingness to waste their time. What's pocket watching? It's exactly what it sounds like. So let me ask you this, Decepticon. Nobody help him. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but like it's a very literal term, and it happens all the time. Pocket watching. Just imagine the literal watching of someone's pocket, and I think you get what you're talking about, right? Yep. How much money you got? How much money you're making? How much money you're spending? How much money you could be making? Pocket watching. Zoomer speak? It really isn't. Pocket watching is an old fucking term. It's literally the saltiest thing you can do to a motherfucker, bro. Yeah. Was Paul buying watches? How much money is Paul making now versus 6 months ago? Pocket watching bullshit. It's like I'm never in your pocket counting your $1 bills. Why are you in mine? You know what I mean? But for them, that's just part and parcel. I think the closest thing to pocket watching that I do is criticizing like Vish for his alpaca sweater shit. But he makes that front and center in his content. His content is like 75% fucking fashion bullshit now, right? If I was sitting here talking watches 99% of the fucking time, yeah, pocket watch me then. You know what I mean? But because I wear a watch on stream, and if somebody asks me what it is, I'll tell them. I just don't get it. It's just the lowest hanging fruit of all. You know, the hate subs have gone through a real fucking problem, right? Because prior to the election, both of the main ones, were pre-dunking on me because I was saying Donald Trump had a chance to fucking win, had a good chance of winning. They were pre-dunking on my political prescriptions and shit, right? And now that the election has happened and it turns out I was right and have been right for years, it's legitimately just facial hair, pocket watching, mean girl shit. 100% mean girl shit. It's like, these are grown-ass fucking 20-something men pocket watching like a bunch of little bitches and grousing about somebody's personal fucking stylistic choices and shit. Calling out Vosh for his keloids is literal low-hanging fruit. Those keloids were low-hanging fruit, bro. Literally. Has Voosh lost the plot? Yeah, dude. I hate that term. Dude, you've lost the plot, my guy. The plot is we push all of our audience into the liberal wing of the Democratic Party. And then we lose spectacularly, dude. And if you're not on that level, then you've lost the plot. I hate that fucking term, dude. I'd take slow, minuscule change. We don't even get that. We're regressing as a people. Less people every fucking 10 years can read. We're regressing. We're giving up ground. So there's not even minuscule positive change. We're losing ground. People can't buy a house now. People can't afford rent without 2 fucking jobs and a 3-person household now. We have lost ground versus our parents. We're the first fucking group of generations that can say that probably in American history. So we're not getting incremental positivity. We're slowly losing the things that our parents, grandparents, and their grandparents fought for. Uh-oh. And it doesn't matter who's president. The fucking Democrat versus R, the D versus R, is a WWE sideshow to keep you fucking politically engaged in something meaningless while they run out the back door with a sack of cash over their shoulders. Okay? The Kamala Harris campaign was a giant money laundering operation. That bitch spent $1.5 billion, funneled money to Glorilla, funneled money to fucking Megan the Stallion, and hilariously lost $1.5 billion, bro. That's a money laundering op that you participated in if you were out there cheerleading her dumbass. Money to Oprah, money to all these fucking dumbass podcasts she went on. There was a story, okay, she went on this podcast, Call Her Daddy. Have you guys heard of this podcast? This is fucking, you can look this up. They spent $1 million building a set specifically, right? Kamala Harris's campaign built a set specifically for this Call Her Daddy shit. They ended up moving shit around, abandoning it, and filming in a shitty hotel room. You can go look it up. $1 million just in the ground on a set nobody ever saw. She couldn't get off her fucking duff and fly to Rogan and do the right thing. It was a money laundering op. So you want to keep playing that game? That's your politics? Feel free. As the working class gives up more and more of the ground that our parents and grandparents gained, feel free to make that your politics, but stay the fuck out my face with it. Because I don't take you motherfuckers seriously at all. You donkey versus elephant people you've lost the plot. So don't bring it to me. Play your little political game, your little WWE distraction where they put the Iron Sheik and fucking Hulk Hogan in the ring together and have America beat around. Go do that. Don't come to my doorstep with it. Working people, this generation of working people are worse off than their parents. Their children will be worse off than they are. Address that or shut the fuck up. Keep your electoralist bullshit out of my face. Keep your cheerleading and your rah-rah-rah out of my face. I don't care about your wrestling match. See? You don't listen when it's time to listen. You call me a fucking piece of shit. Then after the fact, right? You want to adopt my position. Go play that game somewhere else, bro. It's the economy, stupid. It's always been the economy. How much guap are people having to spend on surreptitious shit? How many vacations can people take? How secure do people feel in their finances? It is that, period. None of this social issue shit fucking even underwrites that. How much money do people got? How far does a dollar go? And if you don't address that, get out my face. Time wasting. These motherfuckers, these political dudes, dude, I want Kyle on in the worst way because I am so fucking disappointed with the way he's conducting himself right now. It's just like, dude, we are not even a month out from the most hilarious electoral loss ever, and Kyle is humping this Jon Stewart 2028. It's like, shut up. It's like crack at this point. It's over. Can we take a 20 fucking minute break from electoralism? Nope. Jon Stewart 2028. It's sad. It is. I think TJ said it best in one of his vids that we're looking at a guy living in a shed in the woods going, maybe I can eke out a living. I don't know what the context of that is, so it's hard for me to, but I guess, yeah. The TV guy, I stay out of the bubble as much as I can, but heard about that. Huh? He talks about how bad everything is gonna get, then does a little laugh at the end because he knows it won't really affect him. I don't know about that. I just think it's goofy to be even talking about your electoral prescriptions after your electoral prescriptions were proved to be literally 180 degrees the wrong direction. You had your back turned to the truth for the last 4 years. Why do you think anybody needs to hear who you think should be the next presidential candidate? Don't you think it's time to be introspective and find out how you were so hilariously backwards wrong? That's the content I want to see from Kyle, constantly. I want to see full introspection and a willingness to question his assumptions. Not, I don't want to hear who he thinks should run in 2028. I don't give a fuck what he thinks about electoralism at this point. He is the Cleveland Browns Monday morning quarterbacking the Super Bowl. Yeah, his worst case for Kamala was 280 plus. Why do I need to hear who he thinks should run next in 4 fucking years? Trump's not even president yet. Biden is currently speedrunning World War III before he's out of office. It's like crack on these motherfuckers, dude. They can't stop hitting it, the electoral pipe. His predictions were backwards and delusional and absurd in retrospect. Talk about that. Why would anybody take the advice of that guy on who we ought to be backing next? Right? Yeah, his snack takes are garbage. I gotta hold Kyle to task. Kyle's gotta be brought to heel, bro. I don't think Kyle realizes where he's sitting right now, bro. I don't know how you could possibly take any electoral prescriptions he has seriously right now. He wasn't just like off by a bit. He was literally at his back to the truth. He was 180 degrees wrong. Why are we talking about 2028 right now, period? And why would I ever want to hear it from you? Your worst case scenario map for Kamala was her getting like 290 electoral votes. Well, there's a lot of people that were saying like, oh, Crystal cucked him. And it's like, Crystal is actually more correct about this type of shit than he is. So she's really not having a good influence on him if that's the case. He had Florida going blue. He had her at the worst case scenario winning, I think, 3 out of the 5 swingers, including Pennsylvania, on every one of his maps. He was in a bubble. He was in a bubble for 4 fucking years cheerleading this shit. And was so dead wrong after the fact, right? In retrospect, that like, I don't know why you would even open your mouth about an electoral prescription. Yeah. He had her flipping Iowa. It was fucking wild, bro. He was in a fucking media fart huffing bubble. He saw Glorilla up there shaking her ass, and he thought that was going to buy votes from black people. And it didn't. It didn't.
Kamala could, like, get enough momentum in, like, 2 months. A campaign that's lasted for years.
Nope.
Everyone would just suck up and vote for genocide.
Yeah. I tell my friends to stop with electoralism and they think it's more important than ever now because Trump never stopped with his campaign. Now they think they need to imitate that. Oh, I know. I've heard that coming out of fucking Kyle and other people who were dead wrong too. This like, we need a left-wing Trump. It's like, what are you even talking about, dude? So we need a left-wing media retard, embarrassing fucking moron who is good at cheerleading himself and keeping the status quo in place. Like, what even is electoralism even anymore? If that's the case, why would you ever spend a second of your life or a dollar of your money participating in it?
Bernie's flip was stupid too. Like, he was like begging people to vote for Kamala, and then as soon as she lost, he's like, "It's no surprise."
I can't take fucking Bernie seriously anymore because when his voice was needed to push that fucking party left, he's nowhere to be found. And then
like, you guys just gotta settle.
it's Monday morning
Sorry.
quarterbacking. It's trying to act like you can sever yourself from your entire fucking prescription leading up to something afterwards. It's just like this idea that people just inherently want to hear what you have to say. It's like, you never gonna deal with the fact that you were just dead fucking wrong. Right? And to give Kyle a little credit, he did do a couple videos about how did I go wrong? And he was pretty right about how he went wrong. But then he just skipped straight to Jon Stewart 2028, man. It's like, shut up.
Jon Stewart would never, ever do it.
Even if he did, it's fucking like, Trump's not even president yet. Why are we even why would I want to listen to the Cleveland Browns talk about how you got to get to the Super Bowl in 2028? The fuck would they know about it? Dude, say what you want about my political shit, but my instincts were 100% right on Bernie. As soon as I watched and I'll tell you, I'll remember the day because I had just spent all fucking day driving through a horrifying rainstorm in a dilapidated jalopy to get to fucking New Orleans from San Antonio. I pulled in, got to the Airbnb, went upstairs, turned on the TV because I knew the DNC was happening, and I tuned in just in time to watch the coup. And just in time to watch Bernie cuck himself to Hillary Clinton when he should have stood on principle. And immediately, the next show we did, I was live saying, Bernie's unserious about this presidential shit. He's just gonna funnel fucking votes over and over again to the lib. And what's he done? 3 cycles in a row, exactly that. Fuck me, man. And you can fucking whine about it and bitch about it. I was dead right about that motherfucker. And I called it way before your average fucking commentator called it. So. Yeah, their gaslighting campaign didn't work. The Trump's going to open up the camps shit has now all melted away, and everybody's just going, oh, he's probably not going to do anything. Oh, look at what a fucking clown show his appointments are. It's like, wait a minute, I thought Hitler just won.
Yeah, like, it was literally like the day before this election's the most consequential in the history of our country, and then it should come as no surprise that the Democrats lost.
Right. It's like, why are we taking these people seriously? Huh? I'm not asking you to take me seriously, but you do better to take me seriously than a lot of these fucking talking heads. And you know what I base my shit on? Just living through about 10 electoral cycles or whatever it is. Being a political participant my whole life. That's all it is. I don't got a crystal ball. I don't got the 16 keys of fucking electoralism or whatever. I don't got it.
Well, the key guy was wrong.
The key guy got dunked. I don't got that. You know what I got? A blue-collar life and a bunch of electoral participation. That's it. That's my crystal ball. Fucking retarded.
Keys guy hasn't been wrong since fucking Bush. Gore.
Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney endorsements. I thought for a minute there that she was going to get the W endorsement.
Yeah. But I think W is just done. He's like, meh, I don't want to be.
I'm painting armadillos.
Yeah, and I'm hugging Ellen and shit, whatever.
I'm hanging out with Michelle Obama and I'm painting armadillos. Yeah, the keys guy, when fucking Cenk was calling him out, told Cenk, I will not sit here and have you blaspheme against me. Like he's some kind of fucking religious leader or some shit. Guy's a fucking retard.
Yeah. It's like the keys have changed, bro.
Yeah. It turns out that when the keyhole continually is moving right, the key that you need to open it kind of changes, bro. Who would have thunk? And he is so filled with this hubris that he was wrong, but he should have been right, that he cannot handle it. It's like, instead of being introspective and doing a bunch of content on why the 13 keys didn't work this time and how we need to change them, what keys we need to add, what subtract, right? Instead of doing that, he's out there trying to defend his fragile fucking ego. Just like all these other fucking electoral losers are right now, bro. They're more interested in acting like, well, c'est la vie, my friend, than they are like, why was I hilariously wrong for the last fucking 4 years? And what can I do to never do that again? Nope, you don't hear that out of these motherfuckers. They're more interested in recontextualizing how they were right even though they were wrong, and just moving on like nothing's going on even though they were ringing the Nazi bell as hard as they could less than a month ago. These people are unserious weirdos. Period. And that's coming from a genuine fucking weirdo. It takes one to know one. And dude, Alex brought it up earlier. These hate subs that were all filled with shitting on my politics. Now it's just pocket watching and making fun of my beard. They got nothing left. Instead of fucking like introspection and like, damn, how was Paul so right and how were we so wrong? It's watching my pockets and critiquing my look like Mean Girls. See what I mean? That's what it's dried up into. And that's true across the board. Every last critic of mine has turned into a church mouse in the last 3 weeks. And the ones that have stuck around are just here calling me fat. It's not just the anonymous losers that can't take the L. It's the public personalities that spoke out against my prescriptions that were dead fucking wrong, that haven't spoken a word about why they're wrong and why I was right. Just conveniently forgotten talking to me and calling me a retard. See what I mean? No introspection. How was that fucking fat stoner loser correct about all this? And my super serious ass, political commentator for a living, was dead fucking 180 degrees wrong on this. Nope. Zero introspection. Right? That's the way it is. That's the way it always is. The cycle is now complete and will start again in about a year and a half. This is the Paul's ego political cycle. Paul's correct. Everybody shits on him for it. Paul becomes correct. Everybody forgets they shat on him and disappears. Paul's correct. Everybody shits on him for it. Paul becomes correct, right? The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Yes, I think Kyle went off the fucking deep end. There's no other way because here's the thing. I've been watching Kyle for years, probably like 8 or 10 years, right? This dude has always been one of the most level-headed, slow to make prescriptions guys. And he was out there with his dick and balls hanging all the way out with these wild maps of her doing a swing state sweep and popping the corks already on a fucking massive Kamala wave, bro. Yeah, he lost it. He lost it. He somehow got caught in some sort of fucking insane lib media bubble, and he lost his fucking credibility with me. And it's going to take a number of years and a lot of introspection before I take him anywhere near as seriously as I used to. And there's nothing he can do about that but move forward and hopefully do better, right? I'm not saying I'll never watch the guy again. I'm just not going to be tuning into him to find out what the kind of like cautious position is anymore. Because I have not heard any kind of introspection from him about how he got in the media bubble and how he's going to claw his way out. All I'm hearing is him memeing about Jon Stewart 2028, like anybody should listen to the Cleveland Browns about the Super Bowl. And he won't address that, right? Because he can't. He's got himself caught in this fucking commentary loop. And so many of these politics channels are just like that. They can't take 6 months and figure out how they won't be wrong for the next electoral cycle. Because that's not content. They gotta have a take, 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 take, new take, here's my take, here's my take, here's my take, here's my take. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, past 2 years never happened. Erase all that because it doesn't serve my continued popularity, my dude. It's like, fuck, dude. Zero credibility in my eyes. Zero. I don't care when people are wrong, dude. People are wrong all the fucking time. It's how you handle being wrong, right? Because watch this. This is fucking hella easy, dude. I was wrong, bro. I was dead ass wrong, and I'm gonna keep my fucking opinion to myself for a little bit. And let's talk about why I was wrong and how I can not be wrong in the future. It's that easy, right? It's that easy. Well, would you go on Crystal, Kyle, and friends to talk with them about it? Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think Crystal likes me much. But I've been on his show. I've been on, like when she's not there. I'd do that again, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and if you're a political commentator who was dead wrong for years and just continuously on the wrong side and it just comes to fruition that you were just wrong, right? The commentary I want to hear from you is, how did I get so fucked up? Where did I go wrong? Right? And how do I make sure I'm never that retarded ever again? Right? And I want to see some real hard introspective streams. Right? Because that's your job. Your job is to have me follow your mental process into political prescription. And when you're dead fuck wrong, why do I want to follow that anymore? Right? You created this for yourself by being a politics humper. So you've got to have a take. I want to hear some takes about you. I want to hear some takes about why you were so dead fucking wrong. Confidently, smugly, hilariously, embarrassingly wrong. Right? That goes out to Kyle. That goes out to fucking Vish. That goes out to Destiny. I ain't seen none of that shit from none of these fuckers. How am I supposed to take you seriously? So wait a minute. Now, am I supposed to just blindly follow you into dead wrongness again? Is that the plan? Seems like that's what their audience is willing to do, by and large, which is fucking sad. But it goes to show you how many people are reliant on other human beings to give them their opinion. You find Destiny to be the most smug? No. I don't really think Destiny's all that smug, I'll be honest with you. I like talking to Destiny. I just don't think that he likes talking to me much. I think there's a personality clash there that I really like, and I don't think he likes it. I think Destiny's got issues, but I'm not his fucking psychologist, right? But in terms of like him coming off as smug, overconfident maybe sometimes, but I don't think he, like, Vosh is smug. I guess Destiny can be a little smug, but I don't think it's like a defining trait of him. Because I've seen him be pretty humble in conversation and like set his own shit aside to let a person get through shit. Like I've seen him freak out too, but he's, you know, he's more human for that, for me, right? I've always liked listening to Destiny, and I still do. You know what I mean? I think he's a smart guy. I think he's got a good head for politics, and I like his kind of unique perspective on the world, right? And it's kind of a circus sometimes, but you know, hey, it's entertainment. You know, I don't think dogging the guy out for saying it's entertaining watching the drama that comes with his incredibly, insanely online personal life, right? Like, it's entertaining. Seeing him try and navigate the absurdity of having your personal fucking life play out online and just making decisions that constantly thrust you into these uncomfortable positions. I got to give props for it. It's kind of like a weird thing, you know? Well, to me, it's a weird thing for someone to thrust themselves in, no pun intended, into that type of life over and over again and make no changes. You know? All right, Rahul. Chill the fuck out, man. Have a good night. Hold on, dude. I'll sing you a lullaby, bro. I'm sorry, that was very racist. I take that back. That was very fucking racist, and I take it all back, okay? '90s humor, I know, dude. I can never shake it, bro. People who live their lives almost totally online will always have it catch up to them. Yeah. Do you think the worst aspects of Project 2025 will come to pass? That's definitely what I feel like we should collectively focus on. Nah, project, you won't. I'm going to tell you something, Sophia, right now, and you can come back and tell me I'm wrong. And I'm gonna make this a wider guess than I normally would. I would probably say shorter, but let's give it this. In 6 months from now, you will never hear the term Project 2025 invoked ever again. That's my call. 6 months, never again. The fear-mongering was all to get you to vote for an unelectable candidate. And now that they don't need to do that anymore, Trump's just going to be a fucking loser. Look what a fucking mess his cabinet appointments are. Matt Gaetz is out. You know what I mean? It's just like, I thought Hitler just won, bro. I thought democracy just ended. Where's all that? Oh, it's gone now because they don't need that fear-mongering fucking gaslighting bullshit anymore. See? Meanwhile, check my position through all of it. It's been consistent. Trump sucks, but he's not going to turn the fucking Constitution into Swiss cheese in one fucking term. He's not going to fucking destroy the world. It's going to be a placeholder administration where the status quo is preserved. Yeah, why are we talking about 2028? I thought there was not going to be a next election. Or are we talking about Jon Stewart joining the Democrat Party and having his fucking whole shit filtered through that? I thought there was not going to be a 2028. Fucking losers. Fucking lame-ass fear-mongering scum, dude. That's the worst kind of fear-mongering, too, is getting people who don't know what's going on scared that the world is going to end. And then when you don't need that rhetoric anymore, it just gets discarded. Electoralism is cancer. Fascism, dude. This is the final election in history, dude. The fascist takeover will come. I would say that there's a 30% chance that there's no election in 2028 if Trump wins. Yes. Where's all that fucking energy? Gone. Yeah, I know. A bunch of people, literally fucking a bunch of unstable people were like, the camps, and fucking killed themselves. Retarded. No accountability for many of these people. And they'll use it again, too. The fear-mongering will continue. Next time they need you to suck it up, grit your teeth, and vote for somebody that's horrible, they'll fear-monger you again. It's just whether or not you'll listen next time, right? That's the question. How do you feel about the red tsunami? You mean the blue mirage, bro? I love that all these smug motherfuckers that like called the red mirage back in 2022 or something got hit with a fat blue one. Thank you, Paul. Your wisdom has steered me right so far, but my mom is likely losing her job for sure due to gutting of federal employees, also me losing my HRT and such. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. You do know that the Democrats are still in charge right now, right? So why is that happening under Biden? You know what I mean? Rutro, what do you think of this 4B movement? Waste of time. Like the best case scenario, the 4B movement is that left-leaning people are outbred by MAGA retards 3-1. Cool. Neat movement. I'll believe it when bitches stop getting pregnant, squeezing out 9 fucking kids they never wanted. When I start going out in public and I see nothing but single women running around, and it's not like that haggard looking dude with fucking 6 weeks of stubble pushing a double stroller. Dude, I saw one of those when the last time when I went to the movies a couple weeks ago. Dude, we went out to dinner and there was one of those dudes, dude, pushing a dub stroller. Right? And I was just like, motherfuck, bro. So as soon as I stop seeing that everywhere I look, I'll take 4B seriously. But until then, it's just a social media stroke fest for women. I guarantee you that a lot of 4B activists are making their 4B TikTok and then going and getting dick down. 100%. Like right afterwards. So I'll take it seriously when I stop seeing everybody's curtain climbers everywhere I go. You think more? Nah, dude. They're going to flick the bean as much as they always have and will. I'm participating. Yeah, dude. Let's start the 4D movement. No dick. No dick at all. Until when the women clean up their backyard, you get some dick. The 4D movement. No dick, no dames, no dating, no going Dutch. $4D, dude. No dick till you straighten out. Just shit together. Okay? No dick, no dames, no dating. What else could we put? What's the 4th D? No dick, no dames, no dating, no what? Help me out. Let's flesh out the movement. No dinor? No. No dollars. Ooh, no dollars. No, we got it. It's no dollars. No dick, no dames, no dating, no dollars. The 4D movement. Yeah. No divorce? How's that a threat? How's that a threat for a dude? To you know what I mean? Divorce is the great liberator sometimes. Could you imagine if all men stopped having sex? I'm sure women would be A-okay. Yeah. Because women don't like dick at all, dude. Men think about sex all the time, but women, they don't ever think about sex, dude. Anyway, I gotta go. Tune into Onion Nuggets tonight. We got a show. We're gonna have fun. At Onion Nuggets on YouTube. Go, 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 go. It's in like half an hour. Well, 45 minutes. Starts at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So live in 45 minutes, bitch. Be there or be square, you punk ass bitch.